Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic, 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story in a 2010 Toyota Yaris so you can make yourself an informed decision. Coming in on the front left tire, you got about, I'm going to say 40% down but not out on snow tires on the front left. Coming behind the front left tire, this is the left lower ball joint. Now it's critical to be tight because this is what holds the wheel to the chassis. That is tight. This is your left sway bar link connected from here up to there. Important for that to be connected because it dampens the sway when you go around the corner. This is your left outer CV boot, full of grease. If it was ripped, you'd see grease all over the place. Important not because it lubricates the axle going forward. This is the left inner CV boot, same thing, full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see it right away. Now, more importantly, okay, right here, okay, where the axle comes out of the transmission, this is a leak point. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way along here. That is good and dry. Bottom of the transmission right here, good and dry. Bottom of the motor, good and dry. No visible leaks. Bottom of another leak point right here. This is where the right CV axle comes out, and if it's going to leak, it's going to leak right there. Good and dry. This is the right inner CV boot, and again full of grease, and it's good and dry. Now this right here is your left outer tie rod, and this is critical. It's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering, and it is tight. So now on brakes, okay, brand new brakes and pads, you got 50,000 K on your front brakes. Now coming across to the right front tire, again about 40% tread down, but not out, but definitely down. Okay, your right front brake, again, new rotors and pads on the front, so 50,000 K left on your brakes. Your right outer CV boot, good and dry. Your right inner CV boot, good and dry. Leak point, good and dry. Now on your right sway bar link connected from here up to there, intact, doing its job. The right outer tie rod right here is tight. Right lower ball joint is tight. Brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything of any concern so far. Now, right here is your catalytic converter, okay? Nothing wrong with it. Trouble is people are reaching under and going cut, and you got yourself about $1,000 repair. Now, if you buy the vehicle, you're going to come back to me, and I'm going to put a catalytic theft protection system on it to stop that from happening, and that, my friend, is going to cost you nothing if you buy the vehicle. Now, following the exhaust down, exhaust, no cracks, no breaks, no leaks that I can see. Your exhaust, here's your tailpipe. Okay, and then coming into the right rear tire, same thing, about 50%, a little more tread on the rear than you have in the front, about 50% tread. On your brakes, you've got about 30,000 K left on your rear brakes. So you got lots and lots of rear brakes. Front brakes brand new, rear brakes you got about 30,000 K left. Now this is your right rear shock. Now it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. That is going to dry. This is the right rear spring, no cracks, no breaks. Now I've noticed it's been oil sprayed, or it's been undercoated here. All this black is undercoating, which is a good thing, helps keep the rust down. So coming across to the left rear, getting about 50% tread, a little more on the rear than you have on the front there. Your left rear shock gate full of oil, and if it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here, good and dry. Your left rear spring suspension is intact, no cracks, no breaks. 30,000 K left on your rear brakes. Now, you've got yourself a hitch, which is kind of handy, and so that's and then rust-wise, for the year of the car, I am not seeing, other than surface rust, I am not seeing any major rust issues here, okay? One of the worst places for rust is right in this area right here. Again, surface rust on right and left side, but I'm not seeing any rot through, which is good. Okay, now there is some rust on the left quarter panel. Okay, just so you're aware of it, there is some rust along in here. It's not rusted through, but it is some rust that you might want to be aware of. Is it structural? No, but it just that you're aware of that. And this is the right side here? No, not just even just a little bit of surface rust and the right front, on the right rear quarter panel here. A couple of scratches along the bottom here. I guess it's hit a curve or something like that, but just a couple of scratches and nothing major on the right lower quarter panel. Okay, with the scanner plugged in, it says codes found 0. So there is no check engine codes on this car, which is a good sign, and no cracks in your windshield. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with the motor running. Okay. Now, a shot of the exhaust of the motor running. Very, very clean. Now, something I always do is I take off the oil cap and I look underneath for any indication of white goo. Now, white goo would be very evident, and it would be gooey and look like mayonnaise, and that's a mixture of oil and antifreeze, and that's a big problem. That's when you see that, walk away. Now, that being said, I am not hearing any issue on this motor. It's running very smoothly, low K, and as far as I can tell, this has been well maintained. Now, one thing you are missing, though, just so you're aware of, this. It doesn't have, I don't know where the stick, it needs to stick for the hood. So make sure if you're going to buy the vehicle that request to get that the hood stick so that you're not having to use a piece of post there. But other than, like I say, a couple of surface, the left quarter panel there, a bit of a surface issue, not rotted through, but just so you're aware of it, okay? Other than that, hopefully this will make you can make an informed decision on whether this is for you or not. And remember, if you buy, come back to me, because I'm going to give you not only the Cadillac theft protection system, but also a 10% fuel saving device that I've used for 30 years. Gasoline, diesel fuel, and natural gas never ever fails and never stops working. And I'm going to wire in a anti-theft device that will make this car impossible to steal. And that, my friend, costs nothing if you buy. Have a good one.